forgot all about what I did last night. What I do remember that it was real, real nice. Talks about me are never good. I don't live life the way that I should. Oh well, I'm in for some fun tonight. Just leave me alone. I'm running the show. I'm telling you, it's my time to rise up. Live the life I'm proud of. No, you better go home. I'm telling you, it's my time to rise up. Live the life I'm proud of. Hey now, don't be shy. Follow my lead if you wanna be mine. Hey now, just you and I, we could be the next Bonnie and Clyde. Hey now, don't be shy. Follow my lead if you wanna be mine. Oh, it's a time to rise up. Live the life we're proud of. Just leave me alone. I'm running the show. I'm telling you, it's my time to rise up. Live the life I'm proud of. No, you better go home. I'm telling you, it's my time to rise up. Live the life I'm proud of. Hey now, don't be shy. Follow my lead if you wanna be mine. Hey now, just you and I, we could be the next Bonnie and Clyde. Hey now, don't be shy. Follow my lead if you wanna be mine. Oh, it's a time to rise up. Live the life we're proud of.
Well, hello, my friends. I hope you're having an amazing day. Thanks for jumping on in very short notice. I know we didn't give you much time to prepare you for this, but I was just thinking, day before yesterday, I'd really like to get together with the people who've gotten their tickets already and give you some ideas on how you can have a great experience from now to the event, how you can use the event itself to prepare yourself, and then leave the event with a very specific action plan to not only close 2020 strong, but to set yourself up to make 2021 extremely important. If you're ready to 10x your network marketing business through this event, put a number 10 into the comments. Every single one of you, put a number 10 in there. Let me see if you're serious. Let me see if you're ready to go. Look at the 10s flying. I love it. Now, if you're watching live, fantastic. If you're watching replay, because we needed to get this out to you and this was short notice, some people traveling because of the holidays here in the United States, we will get it to you. But there's approximately 30,000 people that have registered so far for GoPro, and it's growing every day. And what I want to do is let you know, first of all, that we are going to make history together. You, us, the presenters, trainers from around the world, celebrities from around the world. We're going to make network marketing history, not only in the size and the scope of what we do, not only in the crazy studio that we're going to share this in, but we're going to be making history as far as there will never, up until this December, there will never have been an event where more wealth was created. There will never have been an event where more millionaires will result from an event than this one. So I want you to congratulate yourself for putting yourself in a great position to turbocharge your network marketing future. So really proud of you, excited about you. We're going to be making history. It's going to be amazing. What are you excited about with GoPro? Put into the comments. What are you excited about? What do you want to see happen as a result of the GoPro experience? What are you excited about? One thing that I'm going to be doing over the weekend, okay? I wasn't exactly ready, and then look at all this. Wow. It's hard to read. It's going so fast, but getting to the next level, learning from experts, becoming a pro, knowledge, business moving to the next level, possibilities thereafter, growth, major breakthrough. One of the themes that I have for this event is transformation. Transformation. To help each and every one of you transform your business and transform your life. Even if you've already had success, there's another gear. If you're a 7-figure earner, there's another gear. If you're a 6-figure earner, there's another gear. If you have a huge team, there's another gear. I promise you. Transformation, reinvention, total breakthrough. That's what we're going to be experiencing together. So this weekend, I want to prepare you for something, and just be ready for this and look for this, okay? We're going to send you a survey, a very simple survey. I want to get to know you, your challenges, and your goals and your hopes and your dreams. And I'm going to read all of them to prepare all of the speakers for this event, okay? So it will only take you a few minutes to fill it out, but I want each and every one of you to fill out this survey. And as a little reward, because it's going to help us prepare for the event, we're going to give away prizes. I got a whole bunch of prizes that we're going to give away at a random drawing for people who fill the survey out. So make sure that you fill the survey out. Make sure that all you got to do is hit submit, and then we'll have all the information, okay? So look for that. We'll be sending it to you. I want to know what your goals are, what your hopes and dreams are, what your biggest struggles are. And just as a question to start this off, what is your biggest struggle right now? What is your biggest struggle in your network marketing business right now? What comes to mind when you think about your biggest struggle? It's obviously a big one, right? Hopefully the recruiting challenge helped with that. Duplication, time management, personal growth, sales, prospecting, closing, my husband, consistency, knowledge, automation, focus, home support, talking to people, follow up, invitation, technology, clients, getting started, staying consistent, getting overwhelmed. All right. We're going to give you the survey so you can help us with that. But before we get into the actual training, I need to go through some housekeeping with you, because there's a lot of people who are confused as to the process. Because before I even get to that, let me just tell you, we're doing something. All of you and us are doing something that has never been done in history. Not only network marketing history, but history period. Sure, there's been large streaming events, and some of those events have been translated into different languages, but no one has ever hosted a live interactive event of this size while at the same time offering people in different Zoom rooms from different companies. There's lots of complexity that has been added to this. The level of complexity and sophistication is enormous, just so you know. It's enormous. And our timelines, and I'm just going to be vulnerable and straight up with you, our timelines in putting this together are completely irrational. They're complete. This is the definition. If you've ever heard me say yes, tell the world and figure it out. That's what we did with this event. We said yes to not only doing the event, but we said yes to building a $20 million studio in a ridiculous time frame, hosting the recruiting challenge, promoting ticket sales, producing the event, and organizing the 12 different companies that we need in order to be able to pull the event off in a crazy time crunch. Matter of fact, Marina is at the studio right now with half of those companies that are putting it all together. Add that to the fact that we actually, some people don't know, but we have a tiny internal team. When you add that all together, you'll understand that we have our work cut out for us. So I'm sharing this to say, because as our partner in making this all work, I would love it if we were Amazon and there was no issues and everything was exactly, streamlined, first time, no problem, carefree. But that's not going to be the way it's going to happen. There's going to be issues, right? There's going to be stuff. There's going to be glitches. There's going to be all kinds of different things. So what I'm saying to you up front is we need your help. We need your help in making sure that everybody gets connected. We need your help that everybody understands the process. We need your help to manage people's emotions, right? So please help us with your teams, your organization. Some of you have your own Zoom rooms. Please help us with that. So I want to walk through everything from registration to the event real quickly. The first step for most people is they buy a ticket, right? And there's a couple different ways that they can buy a ticket. They can buy a ticket from directly onto the website, virtualgopro.com, or they buy it through somebody's Zoom room link if a leader has or a company has their own private Zoom room, or some people bought from a year ago and they bought packages from a year ago and those people transferred those to that person. So first thing I want you to know, if you have people on your team that are not getting emails, does anybody have somebody on your team that's not getting emails? They've registered, or excuse me, they bought a ticket, but they're not getting emails? Let me explain to you. They should receive, when they buy, a welcome email. If they haven't received that, have them check all folders. Walk through all folders to make sure that they find it and they move that into their main email box so it automatically goes there. If for some reason we have approximately 1,000 people that have for some point maybe accidentally opted out of our email broadcast that bought tickets, 1,000 people. Now we're trying to contact those people, but by law, we can't email them once they opt out. So we're making these lists by company and by Zoom room and all that stuff to be able to try and let them know. But if you have someone who is not getting emails, have them go to networkmarketingpro.com/join. networkmarketingpro.com/join, and that will reconnect them to our email broadcast. Okay. networkmarketingpro.com/join. If you purchased from one of your leaders directly, that leader needs to let our team know that you purchased from them. So please have them connect with the VIP concierge team, and they'll know how to do that. So step one, buy the ticket. Step two, you need to register to claim the ticket. There's a separate process for registering and claiming than buying. Just by buying, we don't know if you're going to be attending. You bought, great. Now we need you to register and claim your ticket and get yourself connected into the dashboard that's going to make it all work. Okay? So again, you should have received an email explaining how to register and claim your ticket. If you haven't gotten an email, check all the folders. If you still can't find it, have them go to networkmarketingpro.com/join. And if you're still having problems, you need to email ticketing@networkmarketingpro.com. Ticketing@networkmarketingpro.com. And that will either move you into a Zoom room, or if you don't have your registration email, ticketing@networkmarketingpro.com. Make sure that you send the information there so we get you set up, okay? Third, and this is very important, there is a tech check that every one of you needs to go through. And it's very quick, it's very easy. You're going to actually connect with a physical person who is going to walk you through the technical aspects of understanding your dashboard, understanding how to log in, understanding how all the buttons work, understanding everything. The tech check is going to happen between December 7th and December 9th. That's a 3-day period you have to connect with our team. We got a big team that's going to be working to help you do that, to get you all set up, answer your questions. I went through this tech check thing, so hot in here. Pardon me. I went through this tech check thing with Tony Robbins at his event, and it was so cool because to let you understand how challenging this was, I mean, I was trying to figure it out. He did his UPW event, et cetera. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to understand. And then, you know, I'm ready to go, and the tech check, and we'll let you know how the tech check process works. We'll make it, we're going to be going 24/7 for those 3 days. So we'll make it work whatever time zone you're in. But boom, there's a person on my phone on Zoom just saying, okay, hi, Eric. I'm like, wow, this is a real person. And they just walk you through it, and they teach you exactly how to make everything work. And like, boop, I'm in. All right, cool. So the tech check process is going to happen December 7th, 8th, and 9th. So for those of you who are Zoom room hosts, and there's some hosts that are on here, take inventory of your team, find out who's purchased the ticket, to compare that to what you show in your Zoom room. Let us know if anything needs to be moved, and then show your teams. And if you could just buddy up and show your team how to register and let them know about the tech check, that would be spectacular. Okay. For bonus courses, just so you know, anybody who bought a ticket prior to the end of the day, November 23rd, no matter when they bought it prior to then, is going to get all the bonuses that we offered up until that point. All those bonuses are now gone for future people. The ticket for the event is $297, but I want all of you to know something. It's very important. I want all of you to know that the ticket price is going from $297 to $397 at midnight, December 3rd. So you have 8 days to let as many people know as possible to get their ticket at $297 and be part of this event with you. And then on December 4th, 12:01 on December 4th, it goes to $397. Here's a challenge for you. The bonuses that are going to be sent in December. We don't want to overwhelm everybody with a million bonuses. We're going to be sending it after the GoPro event. We're going to set you up with your library. We're going to tell you how to use those bonuses. for the coming year to reinforce the things that we're going to be talking about at the event. So here's the challenge for you. I have a challenge for each of you. Every one of you today, and try to do this once a day, get one friend to register and join the event with you. Get one friend to say, okay, I'm going to go to GoPro with you. Let them know that they need to get a ticket now before the price goes up. They've got till December 3rd in order to be able to do that. Let them know. Okay? So that's the challenge. Bring a friend, bring a friend, bring a friend. Event agenda. Let me tell you about the event agenda quickly, and then we're going to get into some training in a minute here. The event agenda is going to start every day at 8 a.m. Pacific time. 8 a.m. Pacific time. And if you're wondering what is the time zone where you live, you can Google time zone converter. Google time zone converter. Plug in your time, plug in 8 a.m. Pacific time, and it'll tell you what time it's going to be where you live. Okay? So we have people from all over the world connecting, and you've seen when people were saying hello, just logging into this quick little Zoom that we're doing here. They're everywhere, all over the world. So let me tell you something. I'll tell you why. Because I know some people would prefer that we do something different. There's no replays of the virtual GoPro event. This is a live event. It's as if you were flying to Vegas and you were going to sit in the event. Okay? It's going to go from 8 a.m. Pacific time to 6 p.m. Pacific time. A total of a 10-hour time period with some breaks in there. We have a lunch break and a couple other small breaks, 6 or 6:30, something like that. But it's about 9 hours of training per day. 9 hours of training per day. We've learned through long experience, and the same thing with Tony and everybody else, we've learned from long experience that if there's a replay of the event, people don't watch ever. They don't go back and watch. They have the replay, but they don't actually go experience it. Okay? So what I will tell you is I'm not interested in selling tickets to people who aren't going to be part of the event experience. It's a live event. If you travel to Las Vegas, your body clock would be on whatever Las Vegas is on. Okay? Your body clock. Now, I'm not a morning person, so guess what I'm doing starting Monday? I'm switching my body clock because I don't normally like getting up, because if we start at 8 a.m., I got to start at like 4 a.m. Okay, I got to get up at like 4 a.m. And I don't like getting up at 4 a.m. I like getting up at like 9 a.m. So I'm switching my body clock. I'm setting my alarm, and I'm going to get my body ready so it's not messed up by the time I get there. But how many people are watching from Australia or New Zealand as an example, or Southeast Asia right now, where they're going to start at midnight and go to about 10 a.m. And they're turning it into an adventure. Okay, so this is a global event. We're going to do it together. It's going to be spectacular. Your pretty face is going to be up on this screen. We're going to be sharing this together. It's going to be amazing. For Europe, it's going to start at 4 or 5 p.m. and go into the night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So understand that's why we're doing that. Okay. Let me tell you what to expect. Let me tell you what to expect during this event. I've never been more excited. We've done this for 10 years. This is our 11th year. I've never been more excited for an event in my life than what we are putting together for you. It's going to be every single one of you is going to have a front row seat, Every single one of you is going to have a chance to interact with these people on the screen and in the studio. Every single one of you. is going to have a chance to have you and your family experience a breakthrough. I'm just pumped beyond belief. I want you to write down, there's 5 big themes that we're going to be covering. There's a 5-part framework that we're going to be covering over the course of this event, a 5-part framework. Okay, you ready? Part 1, write this down or put it into your notes. Part 1 of this 5-part framework of the event is personal transformation. Personal transformation. Put that into the comments. Personal transformation. Some of you are operating with limiting beliefs in your mind. Some of you have habits that aren't serving you. Some of you have challenges in your programming. Some of you have things that are causing you to play small. Some of you have an environment that isn't supporting your growth. So what I learned a long time ago in network marketing is you only get to make what you are as a person. And if you want to make more, you have to become more as a person. So we're going to work on helping you experience a personal transformation. Second, we're going to teach you how to give a perfect presentation. A perfect presentation. How to tell your story. How to do a 3-way call. How to do an opportunity presentation. How to do a getting started training. The perfect presentation. So personal transformation, number 1. Perfect presentation, number 2. When I learned the perfect presentation 25 years ago, it changed my life. It changed my life. When I learned that I could repeat this presentation over and over and over for the rest of my career, and I can do it without anxiety or fear or insecurity or self-doubt, and I could get results. I could tell a story that would captivate people's imagination. I can cause people to see a vision of their future that they couldn't see without my perfect presentation. That's what we're going to teach you. The perfect presentation for network marketing. Story, opportunity, training. For you to be yourself and help with other people. The perfect presentation, number 2. Number 3, we're going to teach you social media excellence. We have an extended 2 huge sessions, almost 5 hours on social media excellence. How you can dominate and never run out of quality prospects using social media, how you can contact and invite them with ease, how you can convert them from a follower or a friend or a fan into a prospect, and how you can convert them from a prospect into a customer or a distributor, how you can use social media to train those people, to communicate with those people. We're going to give you the absolute world's best, the best in the world at how to absolutely dominate and build an empire using social media in addition to all the other strategies that you're using. But some of the fastest growing people in the world right now are leveraging social media. So social media is not enough. Social media excellence is what we're going to be focused on. Now, what I want you to understand, we are approaching this different than any other event that we've ever had before. You're going to leave this event with a personal execution plan. A personal execution plan around these 5 areas. So we're going to train on personal transformation, but you're going to leave the event with a personal transformation execution plan. A personal one just for you. We're going to give you an execution plan for the perfect presentation. We're going to give you an execution plan for social media excellence. Got it? Getting excited? I'm excited. I'm putting it together. Super excited. And for those of you who are speaking other languages that you're on here, I apologize. We don't have all the translators set up for this. Hopefully you can watch the replay and somebody bilingual can help you with the translation. When we're at the event, we have full translation for all the different languages, but for this, it's English only. I apologize. So personal transformation 1, perfect presentation 2, social media excellence number 3. Now, the 4th area that we're going to talk about is how to create radical duplication. How to create radical duplication. How to take a person who's totally dependent on you and help them become independent from you. Help a person who is scared and insecure and can't operate on their own so they can totally operate on their own. And not only show you how to duplicate yourself, but to teach them how to duplicate their selves, and so on and so on and so on and so on. This was the biggest struggle for me in my first 3 years because I could recruit, I could sell, but I couldn't duplicate. And because I couldn't duplicate, I had such a difficult time in having any freedom. If you don't have duplication, you don't have freedom, you just have a job inside of network marketing. So we're going to train you and you're going to leave with a specific execution plan on how to create radical duplication inside of your organization, even if you've never experienced that before. And if you already have some duplication, we're going to show you how to increase that. And if you already have a lot of duplication, we're going to show you how to make sure it permeates your entire organization. What do you think creates momentum? What do you think? Duplication. Duplication. It's the leverage point of our whole business. So hopefully you're thinking of some people like, wow, they need to be a part of this. They need to be a part of this. Let them know. virtualgopro.com. Let them know. If they miss it, you're going to be very sad. It'd be sad that you didn't insist. So duplication. And area number 5 is we're going to take beyond leadership and into influence. I've learned a long time ago that leadership drives everything. Leadership is the engine that drives it all. Okay? Certainly personal transformation is necessary. The perfect presentation, got to have it. Social media excellence, yes, got it. Radical duplication, of course. But leadership drives it all, because if you have 2 teams of an equal quality, one has a great leader and the other one does not have a great leader, which organization is going to rise? The one with the great leader. So for me, in leadership, I needed to learn how to lead myself because I was a terrible boss. Lead myself. How to employ myself. Some of you need to learn how to employ yourselves. So we're going to teach you how to lead yourself, number 1. Number 2, we're going to teach you how to lead your team, cause them to take more action than they would have taken. Number 3, we're going to teach you how to identify potential leaders within your team and mentor them into the leaders that they need to be. And number 4, we're going to teach you how to duplicate leadership. That is leverage on leverage. We're going to take you beyond leadership and into influence, causing action to be happening at a radical pace that you've never had happen before. So, yeah, somebody says, no wonder this is 9 hours a day. It's a lot to cover, right? We're going to cover all of this in 3 days, plus all these experts, plus all these panels, plus myself, plus the celebrities, plus fun. It's an amazing amount of things, but how cool is it going to be for each of you to have a specific and personal execution plan when you leave this event, where you're going to have a plan, an exact plan, how to experience a personal transformation. You're going to have an exact plan on how to be able to give the perfect presentation. You're going to have an exact plan on how you can exhibit social media excellence. You're going to have an exact plan on how you can have radical duplication in your organization. And you're going to have an exact plan on how you can go beyond leadership, have leadership duplication within your organization, be the most influential person within your company. So you're going to have an execution plan around these 5 areas. And you're going to meet 30 or 40 people in breakout rooms. Just so you know, we're going to be breaking you into breakout rooms through these different 5 experiences. And you're going to be meeting and connecting with 3, 4, 5, 6 people at a time. And we're going to be giving you exercises, and you're going to be going through these execution plans together. You're going to be in your own hot seat. You're going to be challenged by these other people that are part of the experience too. You're going to be meeting 30 or 40 people through that process. And also, speaking of the perfect presentation, we're going to be hosting during the event the first ever GoPro Speak Off. I'll let you know about that. That's for VIPs and Platinums, the GoPro Speak Off, where you're going to be able to tell your story in front of the entire world. You'll have a chance to be able to do that, tell your story in front of the entire world. So that's what's going to happen. So let me talk to you about how best to prepare for this. First thing I want you to understand, you're already special because you made a decision that other people could have made, but you made it. Some of you went through extraordinary sacrifice in order to be able to do this. This was not easy for you. This was scary for you. Some of you are still scared. I'm enormously proud of you for making the step that everybody in network marketing could have made, but you made. You're already the biggest hurdle is the decision. That's the biggest thing that holds people back. The biggest block is the decision itself. You've made it. So congratulations. We're now locked in together. You're on the bus with us. We're going to help you get there. And all I need you to do is trust the process. Don't lock up. Stay engaged in the process, number 1. So congratulations. I'm really, really proud of you for making the decision. Number 2, I want you to think about it. I'm going to ask you in the survey this weekend, but I want you to think about what would success look like a year from today in your network marketing business. I want you to think about that right now. If we waved a magic wand and a year from now, boom, that became reality, what would success look like to you? How much would you be earning? How many customers would you be helping? What's the size of your team? How many different countries? How many people in your team are making money? What would success look like? Is it material? Is it in contribution? Is it in helping others? Is it being able to give to causes that are important to you? What would success look like to you? It's really important that you get this clear in your mind, what success would look like, because the execution plan that we're going to have together is going to be driven towards that thing. You understand? This is the goal. All the steps that we're going to help you develop during GoPro is going to help you get to that thing. You understand what I'm saying? So spend some time now getting clear on what success would look like to you a year from now. Okay? That's assignment number 1. Get clear on what success would look like for you. Assignment number 2, I want you to just, on a tactical level, what would need to happen in order for this to become real? What would happen? Well, maybe get, just tactically now, I'm not talking about emotionally. What rank would you need to be at in order for that to be real? How many lines of sponsorship would you need to have at doing whatever volume in order to be able to achieve that rank? How many customers would you need to have? What kind of volume would you need to have? All those different kinds of things. So size of team, personal recruits. In order to be able to make that happen, how many new people do you need to bring in between now and then? Or how many of your existing team needs to rank advance in order to be able to make that happen? So just kind of back up from the big goal to back up the little steps that need to happen. Now, the execution plan that we're going to help you with is what's going to fuel that plan. You understand what I'm saying? But what success looks like to you a year from now is what I'd like you to think about as a starting point, and then start to break down what would need to happen over the course of this year in order for that to become real. Okay? So goal, game plan. And we'll fuel the game plan with the whole execution plans that we're going to put together. We'll fuel that. But goal, game plan. What's the strategy in order for that to happen? Okay. Next thing I want you to do is clear the decks. Clear the decks. And what I mean by that is for these 3 days to turn the rest of the world off. For these 3 days, negotiate with your family. For these 3 days, find a babysitter. For these 3 days, not a time to go grocery shopping. For these 3 days, you don't need to clean the house. For these 3 days, you don't need to go do anything else. This is your life. And we're going to help you get there in 3 days. But the world is designed to distract you. For those 3 days, turn the notifications off on your phone. For those 3 days, turn the rest of your browsers off. For those 3 days, you don't have time to talk to somebody about nonsense. For those 3 days, this is laser focused. I want you to literally feel like you are sitting in the arena at the MGM Garden Arena in Las Vegas. You're sitting in the arena with us. Put a door hanger on the door. Says, quiet excellence in motion, or whatever you want to put up there. Going pro, whatever you want to put up there. And you need to tell your friends, your family, your spouse, your kids, I need you to support mom for these 3 days. I need you to support dad for these 3 days. I need you to pick up the slack for these 3 days. Because I'm going to use this information. I'm pulling an execution plan out of this event, and I'm going to use it to change our families' lives. So I need your help. And if some of you can't focus because your office is dirty or messy, or you're setting up in your living room and everything, get it all clean ahead of time. Get stocked up, get ready to go. So number one, clear the decks. Clear the decks. Get things off the calendar. All distractions are equal. Number two, decide right now that you're going to be the most committed student during those 3 days. And what I mean by that is I want your camera on all the time, 100% of the time. I want it on. Okay? Because you're going to be up on the screen. I want you there on time for every session. And I want you taking radical notes for the entire event. Because here's what I will tell you from doing this in the past, we're going to be giving you a lot of information in 3 days. And there will be times where you are overwhelmed. There will be times when your brain can't soak in anymore. Keep taking the notes. Keep taking the notes. Capture the information. When your mind is full, keep taking the notes. Keep giving the information. Okay? Because it'll make sense to you later. Make sure you capture it, and make sure you go through when we break you into breakout sessions and you have your hot seats. Make sure for each of these 5 categories you're going to have materials to be able to create your execution plan for these 5 areas that we talked about. Make sure that you do the homework so you leave there with the plan intact, that you're ready to go. Understand? So make sure that you're able to do that. Third thing I'd like you to do, and I'd like you to do this not necessarily inside of this chat, inside of this group, but inside of your company. Every single one of you, I want you to find a workout partner. And here's what I mean by that. I want you to have an accountability friend where you can prepare together for this event. You can share notes with each other and you can hold each other accountable after the event is over, to turn your dreams into realities, to hold you in focus for the coming year. So find a friend that will push you when you're down and you'll push them when they're down. Find a friend that's going to this event. And if they're not going, have them register and go with you, experience this with you. Now listen, I don't invite people from this. I want you to invite people from your company. Okay? I just don't want too much cross-company stuff. Keep it in your company. Get a workout partner. It's better if it's not somebody in your family or whatever. And sometimes it's better if it's cross-line because you can be tougher to each other, you know? So find someone on your team or in your company that will be a workout partner with you. Biggest thing for this is make a decision to commit to every session, to commit to do the work, to create the action plan to make 2021 your best year ever. Who's committed to making a decision to change your life? Put a yes into the comments. If you're committed, you're serious, this is gonna be the thing that changes everything for you. Now, if you're not putting a yes, this is rehearsal. This is rehearsal. If you're not putting a yes, I do not want you to be a tourist coming into this event. Just kind of hanging out and saying, okay, what are you going to tell me now? I'm busy. I'm doing something else. I'm having lunch right now. You can't expect me to type yes into the comments. Can't expect me to do every little assignment you give me. Yeah, I do expect that. This is for you. It's not for me. I already have the life of my dreams. You get to have the life of your dreams too, but do you feel the difference of just typing a yes? Do you feel the difference versus not doing it? It's a major difference. Get involved, be committed, be serious. This is your game changer. This is your life. We're going to equip you and empower you to be able to change all that. But you're a big piece of making it happen. You're a huge piece, actually. So what I like to do real quick, and I've got a big announcement in a couple minutes, but I'm hoping a friend can jump on. If he can, cool. If he can't, cool. I want to do a few minutes of Q&A. If you have some questions about this event that I can help you with right now, start asking them. If you can slow the chat down so we can start seeing if there's any questions. No, leave it in the chat. You got to slow it down so I can see it. I can't read it that fast.
You need chat or Q&A?
Chat. Will there be closed caption? I'll do it in Q&A right now. Will there be closed caption available? Answer yes. We do have closed captioning available. This Sabino asked, Eric mentioned that some people would see this training, what we're doing right now, in replay. Yes, we're going to email you the link to every single person registered for this session. So everybody will have it, but it's not on Facebook. It's not just for everybody. What was part 5? Laura lost connection. Part 5 was leadership, beyond leadership. Did I get it right? People from the same home can attend the event together. Yeah, I mean, if your spouse and kids or whatever, absolutely. I would love them to see it. What time is good pro going to be from? I don't know what that means. What time we start? 8 a.m. Pacific time. Go to about 6 p.m. Pacific time each day. Yes, Nancy, we're sending a replay of this to everyone. Can you join with 2 devices? I don't think so. Kirsten, what's the story on 2 devices? Does anybody know?
Hi. So if you have a VIP ticket, or you have like a super VIP or a platinum ticket, and you have a general admission ticket, you can totally flip back and forth between 2 devices. If you try to, say, join from your PC and then later on in the afternoon, join from your phone.
You got to log off of one?
Yes.
Okay, you got to log off of one to log on to another one. All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Keto Conversation asks what languages are available to be translated. If you go to virtualgopro.com, you will see the list of all the languages on virtualgopro.com. Answered that for Carolina. What time's it going to start? Answered that. What time's the event start on Friday? Answered that. Can we join with 2 devices? Answered that. And the end is approximately 6 p.m. Pacific each day. Time again, yeah, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific. How long will the breaks be? We're going to have a 1-hour lunch. In next week, we'll send you a more specific agenda. I have it now, but I didn't prepare it for you. Each session will be about 2 hours. So we'll go from like 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll take like a 15-minute break. And then we'll go like 10:30 to 12:30, take like a 15-minute break, or take a 1-hour break. And then, see what I'm saying? So it's about 2-hour sessions, a couple 15-minute breaks, and a 1-hour lunch. And we're going to be doing some special lunches, some VIP lunches. We're going to do some special celebrity lunches. We're going to have some fun during the lunches. Will there be workbooks? Yes, downloadable workbooks we will send. You'll be able to download. We'll get that to you. Will there be a schedule of who's speaking when? Not exactly who's speaking and when, but I will give you the themes. The themes per session that we're going to be covering, because the people actually move around a little bit. Ticket purchase info. I don't want to go through all of that again, but I will just tell you, you can watch the replay of this. We're going to send it out to you right away. You will watch the replay of this, and the ticket purchase information you'll be able to get to purchase, to register, and the tech check. Those are the 3 steps. Keep going. Will 9 hours be enough time to block off, or might we go over? We're going to try not to go over. I think if we have 9 hours, it's probably, realistically, we finish at 6:30 every day. Realistically, with 9 hours of training. We'll be on the camera. If there's an issue, if we have food, etc., do what you're going to do. But here's what I'd like you to do. I want you to think about being in the stadium, okay? And being in the front row, looking the speaker right in the eye. Sylvester Stallone sitting 10 feet from you. And you're looking at him and he's looking at you. Show up so he sees you, and he will see you, and he sees you as your brightest, shiniest self. If I was you, this is going to be the biggest stage in network marketing history. I would look so amazing in front of that camera. I'd make sure the lights would be awesome. I'd make sure I was dressed up spectacular. I would be bright and shiny. If I was a girl, I'd be all made up and my hair'd be done. I'm telling you, I would be on point, because guess who's going to be interacting with the most when they're up on that screen with the different speakers and presenters and celebrities? The people who are bright and shiny and smiling and on point. That's who's going to be interacting the most. Okay. So one thing I want to tell you about, and he was able to join, is there's a couple different experiences that we have for you that are really unique. And then I'm going to get back to answering some more questions. Really unique. Remember I told you earlier about the Speak Off? We've got this first ever GoPro Speak Off. And there's a VIP mastermind that's extraordinary. And there's actually an opportunity for some of you, a very small group, if you're willing to come to Las Vegas, to actually come and experience this event backstage with us. Very small group. And have a VIP party with the speakers at our house and all this stuff. But to talk about this and talk specifically about the Speak Off, talk specifically about mastermind, all of that, I've got Pete Vargas here. Pete, can you unmute yourself and come on and share with everybody?
Yeah, I'm asking the team to let me with my video. I have no control over my video.
Oh, can you make Pete a co-host or something? Can you turn your camera on, Pete?
It won't let me. It's saying
it won't let him. Make him co-host. There we go. Okay, try it now.
There we go.
Hey, what's up, man? So everybody's all fired up and excited, but I know they're going to be more fired up and excited when they hear what you're going to talk to them about.
Yeah, guys, I'm excited to be there. I was excited to be a part of the challenge, but Eric, one of the things that changed my life, obviously was network marketing, but another thing that changed my life is when I got crystal clear on my story. Like the cool thing about there's thousands and thousands of people here live. And if you're watching the replay, you're watching this too, but the most powerful asset you have is your story. Like it just is. Like when you get your story and why you do what you do, you'll become unstoppable with your team. You'll become unstoppable with new recruits. And so Eric, I threw out an idea to Eric, and I'm stoked about this if you haven't heard about it. But I said, Eric, I want GoPro to host the first annual Speak Off, GoPro Speak Off, where people get to share their story on Eric's stage. Let me back up. The very first time I was trying to go pursue being an entrepreneur, I wanted to see if there was validity in what my story represented. And Eric, I know he's been on your stage, but I paid Brendan Bouchard $1,500 to be able to speak on his stage for 3 minutes and get a little bit of feedback, just a little bit of feedback. But that literally was the starting point to the launching of my career, Eric. And now you fast forward today, and I'm on some of the biggest stages in the world, including Yerik's Uori's stage. I believe it's because I stepped out and got uncomfortable. I stepped outside of my comfort zone. I made that $1,500 investment, which was very difficult for me. Like I didn't have a lot of money at that time. And literally what happened was my business began to take off. Now it took off slow and it began to just grow. And that was the starting point. And I've shared that with Brendan. I've actually shared that with Brendan, and I wished I had it right here on me, Eric, but I have the name badge from that event because it changed my life. Here it is right here. The name badge from that event because it changed my life. And so when I pitched Eric on the idea to say, Eric, what if we could have a cool speak off? And Eric and Marina were like, that would be so powerful to hear hundreds of people share their stories. Me and Marina get the chance to see some of those and see some of the best ones, and then take those and on day one, announce the top 25, maybe top 30, who's the top 25 and top 30, and then going back and rewatching that event that night and figuring out who the top 10 are. And then on the second day of the event, the top 10, yeah, that's pretty good percentages. The top 10 actually get to share their story on GoPro stage. Eric, GoPro stage is 30, 40, 50 times bigger than what Brendan's stage was that I shared my story on. And that will be, mark my words, it will be one of the most inspirational nights that the attendees will have because they will be so inspired by those stories. So Eric, I'm stoked. You guys said, okay. We said, let's roll. And so literally next Tuesday, all VIPs and all platinums are going to be a part of this story workshop that we're going to do virtually, Eric, next Tuesday. So there really is a deadline for VIP and platinum both to get rolling, because next Tuesday we're going to conduct a training. And if you can't be there live for the training, it's okay. We will send you the recordings out immediately afterwards. And what Pat Quinn and I are going to do in that 2-hour training is get you so powerful to tell your story in your company, but also we're going to give you the way of how you're going to submit it within the next week. You'll have 7 or 8 days to now submit what you just got trained on. Eric, Brendan didn't give me a training. Like, you know, Eric, because you've worked with Pat and I, like, we charge thousands and thousands of dollars just for this training, but we want people to show up powerfully within their companies, but also within this contest. And so they'll get trained next Tuesday, Eric. That's what that workshop is. We'll email out all VIPs and all platinums, and then Eric will train them. And from there, they will submit their stories. You and Marina will call upon the top 25 or top 30 on day 1, and you'll recognize them. It's a pretty good chance, like 10% chance that you get in that top 25. But then we'll take the top 25 and figure out which ones are the top 10. And Eric and Marina will speak into the top 10. And the top 10 on night 2 of GoPro, we have a huge celebration where the top 10 will be speaking on GoPro's stage, sharing their story. Eric, not only does VIP get that, VIP gets guaranteed space on the interactive event screen. And I've seen y'all's swag bags. They're unbelievable.
This is the VIP one.
Yeah.
This is the VIP box that's going out to everybody.
Yeah, show that. It's the stuff that's in it though is unbelievable. Like,
yeah, it's cool.
It's hundreds and hundreds of dollars of stuff that Marina and the team have packaged to make your virtual experience so much better. So that's what VIPs get, Eric. But I'm excited because we're also going to be in person, Eric. And the only thing that I would say to those that are going to be in person, proximity is power. Proximity is power. Remember that. It is power. And so this is what the platinums get. Now, listen, you go to virtualgopro.com and you just upgrade your ticket. It says upgrade my ticket. If VIP for $1,000 is what you want to do, go do that today. But if platinum's what you want to do, you're in person. You're getting everything VIP got. You're in person. You're in the studio. You're seeing a behind the scenes tour of the studio. There's a party at Eric and Marina's house that we will be at. You will get to meet several of the speakers, but Pat and I on night 1, after the event is done, will be hosting a mastermind that night. We might have a few surprise guests stop by, but we will have a mastermind in person on night 1 for the platinum. And so, Eric, all they have to do is go to virtualgopro.com and upgrade their ticket today. I know the platinum is limited and we don't have a ton of spots left.
There's only room for a total of, I think there might be 20 spots available max. But you got to be willing to come to Vegas, right?
Yeah.
You got to be willing to travel, come to Vegas, get here, all that stuff to take part in the whole platinum thing. But VIP's for everybody.
And Eric, actually, VIP has a cap too because of the amount of stories. And so there's probably 100 or so spots, 150 spots left.
Look what you get though. Look what you get. You get Ерик Уори socks.
Oh, wow.
Christmas socks.
That's it. That's it for sure. Yeah.
Christmas socks. If it's so embarrassing. I don't know why they did that. You also get AirPods, and you also get like a GoPro Santa hat. And you also get workbooks, and you also get workbooks and door hangers going pro. The super VIP, you get like a fancy blanket, and you get fancy headphones, and you get this huge box of stuff, that's going to be sent out, or you'll get when you get here. So that's all the cool stuff. So yeah,
hey, Eric, the tough thing though on VIP, Marina did say to remind them, Monday is the deadline for the swag box to be sent to VIP.
Yeah.
Monday. And then Eric, the price on both of these tickets, actually all 3 ticket levels go up next week. So that's why I wanted to make
on Thursday.
aware of it. Yeah, I wanted to make people aware of it because they can go to virtualgopro.com, virtualgopro.com to upgrade their tickets and take advantage. It's going to be pretty freaking phenomenal. And I'd really encourage you, like, if you can't be in Vegas, be a VIP. Be a VIP. Just dialing in your story in itself will be a needle moving thing for you in 2021, and being a part of that workshop that we conduct next week. So we want to make sure that we get everybody in for the workshop, Eric, which is why we're announcing it today.
And here's what I would say, do what's right for you. If general admission is all you can do, then congratulations. We're going to have an amazing experience. You're going to leave there with all the different things we talked about. Your life's going to be changed. If you want to experience a VIP experience and you can, then do that. Fantastic. It's just another option for you to upgrade your story. And if you want to do the platinum thing and hang out with us and all the speakers backstage here in Vegas and be at our house the whole time, that'll be a life-changing experience. You just really love that. But do what you can do. Okay. I just want you to know everybody's going to get a great experience. Some people are just going to have a deeper experience because of what they decide to do through that. Pete, one last thing. You've done a few virtual events. You've helped Grant with his and Tony with his, and et cetera. Can you give everybody what you think, kind of some final words and how they can best take advantage of this event?
Yeah,
what's the best way?
So couple of things I would say. Number one is get your affairs in order to make sure that you clear those 3 days. Like yesterday, just have those 3 days blocked off. The other thing that I would say to you, and I would love to see this in the chat, I see thousands of you, is like, what I would do is I would set an intention for 2021. Like, what's your intention for 2021? You can say that in terms of revenues. You can say that in rank. You can say that in whatever you want. What is your intention in 2021? Like, get clear on that. I'd love to know what some of your revenue goals are for 2021. And what I would say is like a stretch one. Like, maybe it's like, I want 10 million. Well, that might not be possible in 1 year, but what's a stretch goal for 2021? What's your intentions? I would get crystal clear on your intentions before you come to this event. Get crystal clear on them, because the people who are clear on their intentions, now the 3 days is helping draw you closer to those intentions. Like, now you can see how the puzzle fits together. Where there is no vision, the people will perish. I want you to have vision coming into the event, not at the event. The event will just pour gasoline on that vision. But let's have a vision for 2021 coming to the event. And when you do that, watch how the pieces connect together at the event. So that's the second thing I would say. The third thing I would say, Eric, is freaking have your camera on. Have it on.
I told him, right?
Like, I am known to call upon 90 people an hour. 90 people an hour. Pat Quinn is going to be doing that. Eric is going to be doing that. Stallone is going to be doing that. Dean is going to be doing that. Fraser's going to be doing that. Like, people are going to be calling upon you. But we can't call upon you if we can't see you. This is the first time where this many people will have front row access. And so have your camera on. And then the last thing I would tell you to do, Eric, I got goosebumps when you and Barry were talking yesterday. Like, every day there is so much magic on every day. And then we're like, oh man, this piece on day 3, like how Eric closes it out on day 3, like it's going to be like, I think we're going to do something on day 3 that's never been experienced in an event. And Eric knows what I'm talking about, but I got to keep it a surprise because day 2 was so power packed. Day 1 was so power packed. Yesterday, we secured day 3 with some of the speakers that I don't want to say quite yet, but I will tell you, be there for every single session and be the person who engages. Like, don't be passive. I'm telling you, you, the people that will see the greatest results in 2021 are the people who are actively engaged, who are making decisions, who are participating, who are saying yes. Like those are the people that will just win. And so, Eric, that's what I would say. It's going to be out of this world, man,
Awesome.
and be out of this world.
Well, thank you. Listen, let me just give everybody, have your teams go to virtualgopro.com to get their tickets, bring your friends. Number two, if you want to upgrade to VIP or platinum, go to virtualgopro.com and you'll see the upgrade button. If you have any questions about this, or if something got screwed up, or you clicked on the wrong button or whatever, email ticketing@networkmarketingpro.com. And I will tell you, let me just be, I was straight up with you at the beginning. I'm straight up with you now. We're going to be sending the replay of this, just so you know, to everybody in the next hour. So everybody, how long will it take? 2 hours. Okay. 2 hours. We'll get this recording and we'll send it out to everybody. But currently we have about 300 outstanding support emails that we're trying to address as quick as we can, and about 500 ticketing emails that we're going through right now, this moment. Okay. So be patient with us. They're there. We got people that are, we'll get to them as quick as we possibly can. We're, like I said at the beginning, we're all working on this together in order to be able to make it happen. So give us a little bit of patience, and we'll help you answer your questions. I know you're urgent. You want to get the answers and get it all done as quick as possible. But we'll get to it as quick as we possibly can. But the faster you get your, whether it's a ticketing or support email in, the farther ahead in line that you are. So if you've got questions, issues, outstanding, whatever, send it to us. And if anybody's not getting emails, have them go to networkmarketingpro.com/join and have them re-opt in if they can't find it in any of their inboxes, because they might have been opted out accidentally. Okay, so I think that's the update for now. I'm going to look through the questions later. We're going to start engaging, just so you know, we've created a virtual GoPro page on Facebook. Okay, so we're going to start transitioning all of our attention from GoPro Recruiting Challenge into GoPro page. And we're going to start interacting much more over there and giving people announcements and updates and lives and those types of things. So make sure you find the virtual GoPro, or I'm sure you've been invited to it. If you haven't, go request to be entered in, and we'll have one of our admins make sure you got a ticket and then add you in. Okay. So I think that's it for now. Everybody have a spectacular day. Have an amazing holiday. If you're celebrating Thanksgiving, have an amazing holiday. But prepare, because your life is going to change starting December 11th. Actually, it already started changing because you made your decision. Congratulations. And for those of you getting VIP and platinum, I can't wait for you to experience that. I think you're going to love it. Everybody have a great day. See you next time. Take care. Mwah. you.